Okay. With Dragon's Dogma 2 only being 4 days away now, leaks are going kinda wild. At first we had about 6 hours of gameplay leaked by a Reddit user who has also been answering a bunch of questions, and in this video I'll mainly address the uncapped 30 FPS matter, but if you want to read the Reddit thread and join in on the discussions or ask questions to the leaker, the link to the thread is in the description down below. Before we move on with this video though, make sure to like and subscribe for a bunch of Dragon's Dogma 2 content and a lot more to come. So if you're one of the people that's worried about the uncapped 30 FPS, this video is also for you. I won't be showing the actual leaked footage, but the gameplay leak was played and recorded on a PS5. With the FPS limitations on both Xbox and PS5, a lot of people got worried if they should pass on the game entirely because they don't have a good enough gaming PC, or if they should wait and see how well the game actually performs on streams and YouTube video reviews before buying the game themselves. I've seen the leaked footage and I've spoken to a couple of gaming reviewers who've played the game early, and literally every single one of them mentions how the game doesn't even feel like it's playing at 30 FPS, but more like a weird downscaled 60 FPS, but it's smooth though. If you're revisiting older games like Dragon's Dogma 1 or Bloodborne for example, the frames can feel quite jumpy and janky in 2024. Dragon's Dogma 2 however, despite being uncapped 30 FPS, feels the complete opposite and the gameplay felt rather smooth. Now what exactly does uncapped FPS even mean, because I feel like there's a lot of misconception on the topic. Uncapped FPS is when the frame rate is not fixed or capped at a certain threshold, like in this case 30 frames per second. But it can fluctuate above this threshold depending on the performance capability of the hardware. This basically means while the software aims to maintain a minimum of 30 FPS for smooth gameplay, it allows the frame rate to go higher if the processing power, or the hardware, allows it to do so when available. This is without setting a strict upper limit or cap on the FPS. Uncapped FPS is meant to allow hardware to go above the threshold, but sometimes it will result in an FPS drop instead. I do agree, we're paying $500+ for a console and we're living in 2024, so we should at least have the option for performance mode so we can enjoy the game at 60 or even 120 FPS. If 30 FPS is going to be a deal breaker for you nonetheless, I recommend you just pass on the console version and get the PC version instead if you can. Now if you've seen the thumbnail, you're probably most curious about the potential DLC leak. This picture shows what seems to be a PowerPoint presentation from a Capcom board meeting discussing potential DLCs for multiple titles like Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, but also Dragon's Dogma 2. The DLC is supposedly to be called The Dragon Princess and is rumored to be released November 29th, 2024. Keep in mind, the Reddit user who posted this did not name any source except stating they got it off Twitter or X. The big confidential also looks quite fake to me personally, so make sure to be skeptical when it comes to this leak. What do you think? Is the DLC leak real or fake? And do you think playing Dragon's Dogma 2 on console will ruin your experience because of the uncapped 30 FPS? Let me know in the comments down below. My name is Dosuka, and I'll see you guys in the next one.